I'm blessed to have friends who share a precious part of their lives with me. And I have my friend Jayashree here, who has shared her ode to her mother's memories. This recipe is Rohu Maacher Jhol. Thank you, Jayashree, for trusting me, and I hope I do justice to this. By the way, I loved it when I made it. So we're starting with the mustard oil here. We are going to heat it up. And once it's transparent and it's all hot, we are going to fry approximately 500 grams of Rohu Maach or Rohu fish, which is already marinated in salt and turmeric to golden brown. You can use Rohu or Katla or any kind of fish that you love. But typically for this recipe, we use Rohu and Katla. Remember not to burn your fingers. Be very careful. Cover and cook. So I have kept one big potato cut into wedges, dipped in water. We'll be frying this as well after the fish is done. Keep it in water so that it doesn't change color. Turn the pieces very carefully, taking care not to break it. Be very careful with this. So in my family, we had my mother making this kind of a recipe, but the only difference is that we never used garlic and Paanch Phoron together, and of course lime juice and potatoes. So this is a new for me, but I love the experiment. As you say, food is an art. And we learn every day. Experimenting more, the better. And we always learn from each other, don't we? So all the fish pieces are golden brown. After this, we'll be adding the potatoes and we'll be frying them till golden. We're not going to make them red. We're not adding any salt and turmeric here. I've already made this recipe thrice at home and I loved it. So it's golden now and we are taking out the potatoes from the oil. And after this, we'll be starting with the tempering of the fish curry. So we're going to use Paanch Phoron, which is a Bengali masala. The ingredients are given in the description, so you don't have to worry about it. I have used yellow mustard seeds here because I didn't have black mustard seeds at home owing to lockdown. And we wait for the fennel seeds to turn a little brown and give out an aroma. Once that happens, we add Kashmiri red chili powder. Everything has to be on low flame because we don't want to burn the spices. Quickly add a pinch of sugar after the chili powder and crushed garlic, which you're going to saute till it loses its rawness. After this, we're going to add one big tomato, finely chopped, preferably the red variety. Do not take the raw tomatoes. So we're going to wait till it becomes all mushy and pulpy, cooks well, and the masala starts leaving the oil on the sides. Add a little bit of salt now. You can again check for salt once the curry is done. But as I always say, the salt and the chilli is always in your hands, as you like it. We're adding fresh ginger to this, which is crushed. You can make a paste of it as well. Do not make a mess of this recipe by adding those ginger pastes in the packet that you get in the market, especially for Bengali curries. Always use fresh ginger. Now we're adding turmeric here, which is a good immunity booster. It adds color, and we cook it to remove its rawness. Blend it well, cover and cook. We've not added any water as yet. See how the masala is leaving oil on the sides. Once the tomatoes are nicely done, we'll be adding water to make a thin curry. But try not to get overboard with the water because we don't want too much of a runny fish curry. So after 1 minute or so, just fry it a little more. And now we'll be adding the water to it. Add a little more water if you want. Cover it and let it boil. Once it comes to a boil, stir it a bit and add the fried potato pieces here. We will cover and let this cook. Once the potatoes are done, we'll be adding the fish pieces to the gravy. Do not add the fish and the potatoes together because potatoes take longer time to cook and the fish pieces may break if you cook it that much. Keep checking in between and you can break the potatoes to see whether they're done or not. Once they're done, like they're almost done here, now we're going to add the fried fish pieces here. See, the curry is just a little above the pieces. We have not added too much of water so that it just covers the potatoes and the fish. The chilies were not in the recipe, but I've added some green chilies here because I love the flavor. Now be liberal with the green coriander all over the gravy. Mix it well and let it cover and cook. Slit the green chilies into halves if you like. Added a little salt here because I found it lacking. Mix well, cover it and let it cook. After 2 minutes, we see the gravy is almost done. Now we are just left with the garnishing. Lower the flame. Check once more whether the potatoes are done. Now we are adding the lemon juice here after switching off the burner. And the green chilies, more the merrier. Mix the juice well. And now we're going to add the last bit, which is green coriander. Just look at how the gravy has turned out, all green and red. And it definitely was yummalicious. So guys, go for this with hot rice. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe and comment on the post as well. Thank you very much.